I don't know whether Obi is a woman. You put Obi, Gregory, Peter, Hyphen, Onwubuase. Who gave him the company name? Who gave Obi company name? Has he ever told you people he's a woman? Or his mother married another person? He put Peter, Hyphen. That is a company name now. This is a common sense English now. He put a company name here as his name. Those are questions begging for answer. Not for you to be telling us that, oh, you are paying. That one president is a criminal, is a forger. Are you getting my point? So these are the questions we're asking. Now, the school that mobilizes him is because of Nigeria Suka now. Everybody that go to service, no. It is your school that will send your name to NYC, not you going there. So if University of Nigeria Suka wrote Gregory, Peter, Onwubuase, Obi to NYC, how manage? NYC now married him off to another person. They now put Peter, Hyphen, Onwubuase, Obi. Who gave NYC the power to marry Obi off? Is he a woman? Or an hermaphrodite? These are two of the questions I'm begging for answer now. And don't forget, this thing was sent by Oseloka, it's SSG. Yesterday. Do I have it? But when I did my press conference, he now came out to say, oh, Obi is very clean. He thought we are daft. We are not daft. These are two of the questions. He needed to clear this thing now. Are you a woman? Are we talking about hermaphrodite or, same sex here? He needed to clear this thing. How did NYC manage to put IP in Peter Onwubuase? Is Peter now a woman? Those are the question begging for answer. It's not a question of Labour Party matter. If we will follow crime, if we are going to follow malfeasance, malgovernance, Israel slavery of APC and PDP administration, then we don't have any business to be in governance. That means we are all birds of the same feather. And Labour Party was not formed on that. It came from PDP. So it should not just come and infest us with those corruptive, their corruption in the Labour Party. We don't want that. He can go back to PDP where it's coming from. Nigerian, he went on here to say Nigerians are now being viewed as criminal. I am not a Ghanaian. So I need them to come out clean that we are not criminals. When you come to equity, you have to come with a clean hand. There is no white thief in the world. There is no white thief in the world, and there is no black thief in the world. A man who came to deceive us in Labour Party should not be at the forefront of laying accusation on the other person. Now, what we are now asking is this. He said the president should come out. I am not interested in that rhetoric. What I'm interested in this. Who is Peter Gogiobi? He's not the one. It's his brother. It's his brother. He's not the one. So he should come and tell Nigeria first your true identity. How could a woman who has a child be claiming you have twins? Who deliver you of twins? It is the one you have, that you lay claim to, not for you to be laying claim to what doesn't belong to you. As a member of the same party, we will not cover crime. We will say because if you want to cover crime, the APC and PDP should continue to rule. Why do you want to change them? We have accused them of maladministration. We have accused them of malgovernance. We have accused them of stealing. It was in this country they are about to just spend whopping $16 billion on power. Did we see it? So if you want to change them, why do you have to be like them? It is better if we are going to enter their shoe, then we should leave them to continue. So I won't be a party to someone who said Nigeria is now being viewed as a criminal. Me, I don't have dual passport. I am just a Nigerian from Owudia. So if somebody said I'm a criminal, I want to point it to him that, Oga, go and clean yourself first. The log of wood in your eyes, remove it before you can now check the spec. So it's not a party thing. When you are adding your identity, for all of you to know, on his NYC certificate, we know people that used to use company name. We know them. It's women when they get married. We are his boss there. He's a boy in our party. We are his boss. We are his own boss. He met us. Obi that is just 1 year. Me that spent 14 years will leave the party for him. For what? He's the one that will leave. We will go down to Aga or PDP. We are his senior in the party. We are his boss. It's not our own boss. And let me correct something. In Labour Party, the executive are the leaders. Our national chairman is the leader of the party, not our presidential candidate. In the state, it is state chairman that is the leader of the party. We are not like PDP or APC. When they elected the governor or chairman of local government, you become automatic leader. No, our constitution is not like that. So Obi is just one of our members in the Labour Party. And after this, their needless petition, he will be sent back to either ABGA. They are waiting for him in ABGA or PDP. But he can't stay in Labour Party because we are parallel line that can never meet. So we are the one that took him into Labour Party. So once his own ideology cannot fit with our own, he's the one that will carry his baggage back to where he's coming from. Not for him to come and infest us, with endemic corruption in Labour Party. No, we are not liable to prosecution. You know why? I said in my this thing, he was the one that deposed to an oath in the form EC9. Form EC9 is a form given by NEC where candidates are expected to put in their particulars. You will now go to court. You will now depose to an affidavit that every information given here is correct. You are the one that will sign. You depose. But when it is found to be lied, you are one that committed perjury. What he wrote, because we did primary on the 29th. On the 30th was the last day. So we were rushing. He said, he filled it there. It's there in INEC. But he only said he had the school cert. No, he now put his school cert. He said at least school cert is the minimum. That because he was rushing, he left PDP 3 days before he now came to join us. He said he will put his school cert there. It was me and Farouk that now rushed from Asaba to meet up with INEC. So that we now submitted it. He said he will bring the rest since he has written them down. So we are not culpable. Are you getting me? You are not culpable. If you tell me now that, my wife is in the labor room, and the wife of your friend now come out, you are going to explain to the whole world now that how many your wife, your friend of the wife of your wife is in the labor room, you say now your wife. Now you go pay the bride price. You are the one that will explain. So he's the one that said he has it. It's there in the Form C9. But he only submitted the school cert. Because the minimum qualification is there. He didn't even put the birth certificate. He said he has, date of birth. And the form said submit, you have to attach. But he submitted the minimum, which is the school start or its equivalent. In Nigeria, even if you work for 10 years, it is assumed you went to school. That's Nigeria constitution, except we all want to change it. But for now, that is what we will be contented with, or we can port to Ghana. He said he has a dead brother. I said his name on the certificate is not the name. That's the parading. Last question, sir. I'm coming. No, let me answer. He said, this is his name. I wasn't the one that wrote that, He said that was the name given to him by his father. I am calling on Peter Obi now in the presence of the whole world. If what I'm saying is lie, he should write petition to John Opoli. Let me go and meet him there. Simple. Let us meet there. But he's using the identity of his dead brother.
So does the party have any plan to expel him or?
No, he will be expelled immediately after Supreme Court judgment. He will be expelled. He will be expelled.
So there is a news flying around, or should I call it a rumor that you have been sponsored by APC President Tinubu? Is it true or false?
It is false. That one is false. Because what we are saying doesn't concern President Tinubu. It concerns our own party. You understand? If somebody is an hermaphrodite, you come out to say you are hermaphrodite. If they get him out, I just show you the certificate of NYC. Am I the one that put Peter? I think. I mean, let us be very sure now. Maybe it's a woman. Maybe they married him off. NYC also need to come out clean on this. I am not the one. And don't forget, they posted this through Oseloka, his SSG. Posted this thing on his own media handle yesterday. He posted it that this is certificate. And because some of us are white, we now ask a question. NYC should come and tell us who married Peter Obi. Is it the one that married somebody or they married him?
So, sir, to be very clear, in clear terms, is this your position or the position of the Labour Party?
That's the position of the Labour Party.
Thank you, sir.
Yes. This is a World Press Conference by Labour Party. Today, Friday, the 13th day of October 2023. Unveiling the true identity of the man called Mr. Peter Obi, who is using the identity of his dead brother. I repeat, we want to unveil the true identity of Mr. Peter Obi, who is using the identity of his dead brother. Mr. Peter Obi name on the NYC certificate, the one on the University of Nigeria and Nsukka certificate and WAEC are different. Who and what is his elder brother name? Where is he and what happened to him? gentlemen of the press, the attention of Labour Party have been drawn to Mr. Peter Obi's needless and unwarranted world press conference on Wednesday, 11th of October 2023, where he accused the President and Commander-in-Chief of Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, of using fake identity. We have been watching with keen interest the various reactions and mudslinging of the unsubstantiated allegation of forgery in respect of Chicago State University diploma certificate of His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR. While we agree that Mr. Obi has the right to his opinion, he ought to have been guided by the Constitution of Nigeria, because he who comes to equity must come with a clean hand. As a main opposition party, the role being played by the Labour Party former 2023 presidential candidate is highly condemnable, because it is obvious he is trying to levy war against the President of Nigeria through intimidation in order to cause violent overthrow, which is a treatable felony offence punishable by death or life imprisonment. We believe rather than Mr. Peter Obi engaging in this media tragedy, rascality and comedy, he should have allowed Supreme Court to adjudicate on the veracity of the issue raised in the President certificate saga. Labour Party acted on credible authority that he has another brother, the firstborn of his father. He should disclose his elder brother name and his whereabouts. What is the relationship between Peter Obi and the likes of IKB, Jakes 5, and late Senator Okonkwo in the 80s in Lagos? What business interest was he pursuing in the 80s in the USA with the above-mentioned individuals? And whose passport did he use to travel to US? Let him show Nigeria a birth certificate and the name he bears on the birth certificate. We can also confirm that as the National Public Secretary of Labour Party, I was among those who screened Obi as one of the president's hopeful, and that the name written on Peter Obi academic certificate from the University of Nigeria, Nsukka, was different from the name on his NYC certificate of the former governor and his wife's certificate. Mr. Obi claimed in his comedy press statement that, and I quote, "I will not just start by giving you my academic record. I will start by introducing myself." He said, "My name given to me at birth by my parents is Peter Onwubuasi Obi. That was my that was the name my parents gave me. I don't answer my Igbo or middle name. What it means is that I cannot die. So I choose not to answer it, but my father that gave me that name. But it was my father that gave me that name. My name is Peter Onwubuasi Obi. I'm a Catholic, and my confirmation name was Gregory." So you will see me write Peter Gregory Obi. I repeat, he said you will see me write Peter Gregory Obi in all his dealings. But a second look and curious check on Peter Obi's 1978 school certificate result, posted orderly by a co-traveler in the theater of political rascality and absurdity, Mr. Oseloka, his former SSG, showed that the name Obi Gregory Onwubuasi and not Peter Onwubuasi Obi, as he claimed. Now, some questions are now begging for answer as follows. Who is Peter Onwubuasi Obi? The name, he said, it was given to him by his parents. 2. Who is Obi Gregory Onwubuasi on the WAEC 1978 certificate? 3. Who is Obi Gregory Peter company name Onwubuasi on the NYC certificate? And finally, who is Gregory Peter Onwubuasi Obi on his University of Nigeria Nsukka certificate. These are different 4 names that contradicted what he claimed in his press statement. Like I said, I was part of the executive that did screening for him, and I want to say categorically to Nigerians that in the form EC9, that's the particulars of candidate from the INEC, he wrote that he attended University of Nigeria Nsukka. He wrote that he finished his youth service, but unfortunately, in the final submission of form that we did, he only submitted the school certificate. So, something is fishy, and I say, the school, the name the school said for mobilization was not what was written on the NYC certificate, and he knows that. All of us is aware, when you graduated, it is the school that will send your name for mobilization, not you going to NYC to go and meet them by yourself. They will send the name of all the graduates to NYC for mobilization. So they will definitely say, they are going to send it as, in respect to the name on your certificate. Now, this destination that is going, I don't know, and what you want to achieve, We have before the Supreme Court his own position, his own petition and pleading. And this accusation of CSU are not there. So, calling out on someone to show his true identity is not a question that will now be sent back to him. Because when you have a log of wood in your eyes, you don't help the man who has a speck in his eyes. For us in Labour Party and to fellow Nigerians, we do not know the true identity of Peter Obi, even in Labour Party, because everything was treated in secrecy as at the time between him and Aburi in Asaba, where we did the primary. Because we were rushing then, and we just had a day to our presidential primary, and that was why he was able to get away with it. But we have it on record. The Obi name on the NYC certificate and the one on the University of Nigeria Nsukka certificate, they are different. The name Peter Gregory Obi is that of his brother, killed by the drug baron. I repeat, Peter Obi's elder brother, his firstborn, was a drug baron that was killed. He belonged to Andy Okonkwo, the IKB group in the early 80s. He should bring a birth certificate. And we want to know who is Gregory, rather than him to comport himself is telling the whole world that it's not. Obi is not a clean person. For 8 years, he did not conduct local government election in Anambra. He came to save money for Anambra. These are the money he put in a private bank, and he collected interest in the money. He saved Anambra money in Fidelity Bank. If truly he was saving for the people of Anambra, he should have put it in Union Bank or First Bank. He used the money for collateral for private businesses. The bank were issuing letter of credit, and is the one accusing the president of being a thief. How on earth will such a person go on here on a national television station and accuse somebody of fraud when he knew he has no local standard? People should come and ask him what happened to his elder brother. What killed him? 2, why did he not allow his elder brother's wife to remarry or leave his house? Why is he using only his school certificate and so on? We want Peter Obi to deny this allegation, and we are ready to bring out more facts. Most importantly, Peter Obi needs to come back to the press and show his birth certificate. I put it to him via the World Press Conference that the name on the birth certificate is not Peter Gregory Obi. He's using the name of his brother, and even the Next International company he claimed to have owned when he was in school belonged to that dead brother. Finally, I have been warned, even up to this morning, not to grant this press conference by Peter Obi and Julius Aburi. Yes, they said I risk losing my life. The president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, should note that should anything happen to me and my family, The Inspector General of Police must be put on notice that Mr. Peter Obi and Abure are to be arrested for my assassination. There is no need for any investigation, as that may be silenced anytime soon by them. I implore the IGP and the DSS to watch me closely so that I will not be killed for saying the truth. I pray for the repose of the soul of Mohbad, but there will not be any another Mohbad in Nigeria. Dr. Arabambi, National Public Secretary, Labour Party, October 13, 2023. Thank you all.